This is the Sunny 16 Voyager camera bag in their limited edition camo colorway. Now, I've actually done a review of this bag before, which I'll link in the description, but the last time I did that was in 2021, and it was a different colorway and material, and my needs have changed, so I figured I would do an updated review on this bag. So first and foremost, for today's adventure, I did not pack my regular mirrorless camera. I usually use an R5 for my day-to-day use, but I kind of packed this bag a lot different, which is why I wanted to do a review of it, because it's much different than the way that I used to pack it or that I would typically pack it. Normally on the inside of this, I would like set up the dividers, I would have my mirrorless camera, whatever lenses and stuff like that I'm bringing, but again, that's not how I'm doing it this time, so let me show you how I've packed this bag. So the main way that I'm using this is really packing it like from the perspective as a content creator. So for example, one of the things that I've packed is the camera that I'm shooting on right now, which is my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I've also got my DJI Osmo Action 4. I have a little film camera and some other things in here as well. So I'm not really packing it as a photographer like with my mirrorless camera. I'm more so packing it as a video creator for my video needs. So the last time I reviewed this bag, it was the black colorway, which is actually made out of a tarpaulin material, which is like super water resistant, and best believe I put that to the test and really just like got the thing super wet. It held up pretty well. But the camo colorway is actually a wax canvas, which is also supposed to be water resistant. So I'm gonna give that a little bit of a test as well. Just wanted to point out that I'm actually using a totally different material this time around than the first time that I reviewed the bag. So it is time to put the camo wax canvas version of the Voyager bag to the water test. So let's see how it holds up. Also, I've got my laptop and other gear in here, so let's hope that this holds up well. All right, let's find out. I think I hit it with a nice healthy dose of water. Lift that, it seems to wick off of that pretty easily. Let's check how the laptop is. Dry with no issues, and then the phone, and you could see the zipper got wet, so let's see if the phone got wet. Okay, looks like a little bit seeped in this middle pouch here, maybe through the zipper, but overall the phone's dry, so I'll call that a win. I'm not going to spend a ton of time talking top to bottom about the features of this bag. I already did that before, so I'll just kind of reiterate some of the key features and anything that might have changed. So it has a ton of different pockets. It has a top loading access spot. It has a little side quick access spot for people who like that. It opens all the way on the back like a clamshell, so it kind of gives you all three variants, which you don't necessarily see a lot, so I really like that it does that. It has anti-theft zippers. It has the USB charging port to connect the battery bank to. There's also a laptop sleeve in here that you can fit up to a 16-inch laptop or an iPad or something in. And then of course it just has other pockets that are kind of littered throughout the bag. It has a water bottle holder, which can also double as the tripod holder. And it has straps that you can connect on the bottom, so you can carry a tripod that way if you prefer that. So let me show you guys how I pack this bag. First and foremost, water. Hydration is a must, especially when I'm out and about hiking in a beautiful spot on a beautiful day like today. It is pretty hot out, so definitely got to keep the water. So I'm using my water bottle pouch for a water bottle. Although, like I said, you can actually use this strap here and it can double as a tripod strap or a tripod mount. So yeah, for today though, water. In these two front pockets here, and I like the fact that it has this kind of magnetic buckle here. So in these two front pockets, I have this new Kodak Ektar H35N little portable film camera that I got, which I've been loving so far. So I love that it kind of just fits perfectly right in there. And then the other slot is just my keys. So keys and film camera in these front two pockets. There's another bigger pocket behind these as well, but the only thing I have in there is just the gimbal cover for my Osmo Pocket 3. Plenty of space to add any other things I wanted, but for now, just the gimbal protector. So the top part, as you can see, has this like really nice leather strap and buckle. And then when you flip that up, you've got one more zipper here. Inside of here, I'm just keeping a rocket duster, which is an essential. Anybody who does anything with cameras, you need a rocket duster because dust is gonna get everywhere all the time, no matter what. And then I also just have my Manfrotto Pixie Mini little handheld tripod. I love this thing. It's like 20 bucks and it's perfect to just keep on you for if you ever need a tripod to just set something down somewhere, whether it's a mirrorless camera, an action camera, and anything in between. So I keep this in this bag all the time. This pocket goes pretty deep, but for now, that's just the only things that I have in that pocket. But just know that it kind of goes from here basically to the bottom of the bag. So you've got a ton of extra space right in here to add some other things. Next, I'm gonna open up this top loading spot here, which goes to the center of the bag. And again, you can access the middle of the bag from the top, from the side, or from the back. I've never really personally been a huge fan of like side access pockets. I just don't utilize them, but I know a lot of people are, especially because you can kind of just fling the bag around and access it without taking the bag off. So it's always great to have that. I don't personally use it. I'm much more of a, go in through the top or through the back kind of guy. Up in this little mesh pocket in the top here, I just have a microfiber cloth and some lens wipes. So I've pretty much gutted this bag. Like, there are no dividers in this. I took all the dividers out just to leave a big open space, because the way that I'm packing my stuff, it actually works perfectly that way. So for starters, like I mentioned before, I have my Osmo Action 4. It's on this like clamp mount, which is how I've been using it today. So that's in there at the top. And then I've got only two other things in here. The first thing is the case that I have for the Osmo Action 4, which is a lot. There's a lot of stuff in there. And then the other thing is the case for my Pocket 3. Outside of that, I also have my power bank connected so that if I needed to, I could charge right from the port that's out here on the outside of the bag. But other than that, nothing else. I would put a laptop in there if I brought it with me today, but just the cases for my two cameras that I brought with me, and then the other stuff that I mentioned before. I have a ton of accessories between these two cameras, what I'm using now and the Action. And so I have these cases that are like specifically made to carry all those different accessories, like the microphones, lights, mounts, batteries, all that good stuff. So it really is nice that I can kind of put those things neatly, perfectly into a case to stay protected, and then perfectly fit those into the bag. I really like that even when I have these two pretty big cases in the bag, there's still like headroom above. So for example, this wasn't in the case when I took it out of the bag. So even though I had this case and this case in there, the Action 4 on the clamp mount still fit in there at the top perfectly with a little bit of room to spare, which is also nice because if I needed to carry like a raincoat or an extra shirt or just anything else, there's just extra space on top that I can put it even when I've got all the things that I need in the bag. I have this bag packed in probably a much more unconventional way than most people do, but that's what I like about it. I really don't have a ton of stuff in here, but at the same time, there's so much room for everything that I would need. I can still put the dividers in and build out if I wanted to add like my mirrorless camera, and at the same time, I can fit anything that I would need. It's still very lightweight. It's like really nice to bring around if you're hiking or going on an adventure. Also, on this version of the bag, the padding and the Velcro has been like upgraded, so that's really nice. It feels super comfortable. Like I would definitely walk around all day with this bag on and feel comfortable. So the bag feels good. I think it looks really nice. That's probably one of my favorite parts about it. Most of the time, camera bags look like camera bags. This just looks like a nice regular backpack, which is nice because A, it looks stylish, and B, it doesn't scream like I have thousands of dollars worth of gear in my bag, so come rob me. So I love that. I think it looks great, it feels great, and I'm definitely a fan of it, and I will definitely keep packing it like this for my needs. But if that changes, I can do whatever I want with it. It's very modular. There's a ton of ways to use the bag, and that's what I love about it. That was my short but sweet updated review of the Sunny 16 Voyager camera bag, this time in the limited edition camo. If you like the bag and you want to learn more about it, or if you want to grab one, click the link down below in the description. It's actually my affiliate link, so if you buy through that link, you can get 10% off your order. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.